Right now at 6 here on Fox 61, 30 cats are dead. 2 people hurt after a house caught fire in Danielson. What one neighbor had to say about it.
Some Haitian healthcare workers could lose their jobs in Connecticut. I'm Kate Pattyfoot with what the end of TPS, or temporary protective status, means for those employees.
And we begin this morning with a weather impact alert for heavy rain this afternoon. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Thanks so much for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61 America Areas.
And I'm Bridget Piorlo. Great to have you here. And hope your morning's off to a great start. Let's send it outside now to meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli. Rachel, good morning.
Now, let's go outside to the New England Patio and Hearth Outdoor Studio.
Good morning. It's definitely a muggier start to our morning than we've had yesterday. Yesterday it was nice and comfortable. Today, well, it is warmer as well. We can definitely feel the humidity in the air, and we also have a bit more cloud coverage this morning to deal with. Now, today is not a complete washout, but we do have a flood watch in effect for this afternoon and into the evening, and that is due to the round of rain that we are expecting overnight tonight into tomorrow. Some areas could see some stationary bands that set up, dumping a lot of rain in a extended period of time. So that's the cause for concern. The further east you go, the less of an opportunity you have. Either way, though, this flood watch is in effect for most of the state through about 8 o'clock tomorrow. Temperatures right now are in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. We're sitting at 70 in Hartford, around 70 degrees in Willimantic, upper 60s towards Putnam, 70 degrees in Groton. So playing out today for you, it is a muggy start under a mostly cloudy sky. We also are seeing some areas of fog really located towards the Brass City this morning on 84. Then as we head through the day today, temperatures move into the upper 70s. The cloud coverage will stunt our temperature growth this afternoon, remaining muggy too. A flood watch goes into effect at 2 o'clock, and while there could be an isolated shower, or at least a passing shower or thunderstorm as we head through the day today, it would be a good idea to grab that umbrella. I think most of the day trends drier than what we were originally thinking, but the heaviest rain develops as we head through the overnight hours tonight, and you'll see that here as we run the guidance. By 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, rounds of heavy rain are located in eastern Connecticut, and as I mentioned, the concern for those stationary bands is really what we are watching over time this overnight hours into tomorrow morning. Town by town today, 79 in Hartford, 78 in Brantford, southeastern Connecticut in the mid-70s. Temperatures will struggle tomorrow, only around 70 degrees with rounds of rain in the morning, tapering for the second part of the day. We'll talk more about where we go from here. Your full 7-day coming up in just a bit. Checking in with the roads this morning now. We are following this road work in Rocky Hill between 2 exits of 24 and 25. Now, I was watching earlier, and they were just around 2 to 3 minutes ago, and they were wrapping up and pulling those cones off of the roadway, 3 lanes blocked off. So the delays that you're seeing on your screen this morning should be momentarily wrapping up, or at least improving because of the fact that, well, they lifted the cones. So Rocky Hill to Hartford right now around 14 minutes, 91 south from Cromwell to New Haven around 25. No significant delays on 691. Over to you.
Rachel, thanks. 6:03 right now. A man who accepted a plea deal in connection to charges in his girlfriend's death is expected to be sentenced today. Abdul Mboob accepted a plea deal back in May for 34 years in prison. Police say he admitted to killing his girlfriend, Anastasia Paul, and her unborn child in 2023. This week, the victim's family told Fox 61 that he's expected to appear on video for the proceedings.
As bad as I did not want to see him, I wanted him to hear us, and he needs to face us. He needs to see us.
Well, the family also tells us that they want to see changes to the state's domestic violence laws. Fox 61 will be in the courtroom as Mboob's sentence gets handed down. You can follow the latest on this story on air, online, and also on fox61.com.
6:04 now. Happening today, a stepfather from Enfield heads to court. Anthony Federline is accused of sexually assaulting his 12-year-old stepdaughter, Eve Rogers. Eve was found dead in her bedroom in March. A toxicology report shows that she had 5 times the legal dose of Benadryl in her system. Police have not charged him in connection to Eve's death.
Now, also happening today, a Burlington man charged with murder in his ex-girlfriend's death is expected to appear in court for a plea hearing. Cole Werhan is accused of killing his girlfriend, Janina Brooke Murphy, at his home in March. Werhan is also facing numerous assault charges in separate cases that involve several other women.
6:05, and no one was hurt in a house fire in Rocky Hill yesterday afternoon. Firefighters were called to the home on Heather Hill just after 3:20. No one was inside at the time. The fire was knocked down around 40 minutes time. No word yet on what started that fire. And 30 cats are dead and 2 are hurt, including a firefighter, after a home caught fire in Danielson. Crews responded to the home on Hawkins Street just before 6:45 Monday morning. People who live near the home say they called authorities right away when they saw the smoke. One neighbor tells us she was initially scared for herself and her son, but seeing her neighbor's damage, she feels lucky in hindsight.
I was telling him to pack his bags because I wasn't sure what exactly was going to happen. I have a roof over my head. I just feel for the family that was there. My prayers and thoughts are with them right now. So.
No word yet what started the fire. We're told a person inside the home had to be airlifted to Bridgeport Hospital. The firefighter hurt was treated on scene and taken to the hospital as well. We're still waiting to learn both of their conditions this morning.
Officials in Danbury say 51 people were forced out of their homes last Thursday after a fire at an apartment complex. Now, initially, we were told that 80 people were displaced. Now the community is coming together to help them. They're collecting donations to support the victims of the fire. One of the people working to help those affected is Alexis Durhorse. She lives right across the street from the Ashwood Valley complex and said that she's doing whatever she can to help out.
It's been very overwhelming for me because, I'm just a single person, but thankfully some neighbors have been hopping in, and the maintenance people have been organizing everything. Actually, this morning I had a call. My car was just full of clothes from this wonderful lady, Leanne, on Facebook. Thank you to her because she was able to give me clothes for women, shoes, socks, men clothes. Without her, we wouldn't have a lot of these clothes.
So far, the community has collected dozens of donation bags, including adult and baby clothing, non-perishable food, and more.
Many undocumented people in Connecticut could face deportation following the latest court-order deadline. It comes after the Supreme Court allowed the Trump administration to end TPS, or temporary protected status, for Haitians and Syrians. Fox 61's Kate Pattyfoot explains how the change could impact communities across the state.
Many Haitians work in nursing homes and are also TPS holders. However, effective Monday, Haiti's TPS designation has ended. A long list of countries have been removed from TPS, or temporary protective status. That means people who were born in Haiti, Syria, and Yemen that came to America on TPS can lose legal protections and face possible deportation. Ruth Fortune serves on the Board of Education in Hartford. She said TPS allowed many people from Haiti to come to America after the devastating earthquake in 2010.
And the conditions in Haiti have only worsened from that point on. It's gotten worse, and we don't have a safe country to go back to at this time.
Fortune explained how this will also have an economic impact on communities.
1/5 of the people who work to provide care for our seniors, whether it's in their homes or in nursing homes, 1/5 of them, 1 out of 5, are Haitian TPS holders.
Matthew Barrett, president of Connecticut Association of Healthcare Facilities and the Connecticut Center for Assisted Living, said this is bad for nursing homes in Connecticut.
RN and two LPNs, the lion's share of the some 100 workers that are going to be losing their jobs were certified nurses assistants, or CNAs, or nurses aides, but there were also dietary workers and also housekeeping workers.
Barrett said the same people who worked during the COVID-19 pandemic will soon be without a job.
They were there for us, they were there for our residents, and we're not being there for them with this action.
In a letter to Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen, Barrett expressed that reduction to the healthcare workforce will cause a ripple effect that will, quote, make it more difficult to serve current and new residents. This could jeopardize our local hospitals and the entire healthcare system, end quote. Barrett said this change in staff will impact residents in nursing homes.
It's not just an anxiety for the employers. There's an anxiety and trauma, obviously, for the residents as well. They're starting to get an understanding that they're going to be separated from their caregivers.
Matthew Barrett says he is still waiting for a response from the Department of Homeland Security. In the meantime, he says this order will have negative impacts on the healthcare industry. In Hartford, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Stanford police say a 4-year-old boy died after he fell through a window screen from a 10th floor apartment. It happened just before 7:30 Sunday night at a building on Prospect Street. The boy was pronounced dead at the scene. Detectives say there is no indication this was a criminal incident, but the investigation remains ongoing this morning. New London police, they will recognize the officers who rescued a man and a woman from drowning. Police say the rescue happened just before 1:45 Sunday morning near the Bank Street Connector Pier. The officers were alerted that the two people were quickly in the water and pulled out. Both of them remain in the hospital this morning. We're still waiting to learn their condition.
Also happening today, late Republican Senator Lindsey Graham is going to be remembered. A special ceremony will be held at the U.S. Capitol, and then there will be a funeral service at the Washington National Cathedral. President Donald Trump is expected to pay tribute. Graham's remains will then travel to South Carolina for a procession on Wednesday, followed by funeral services and a private burial. Graham died earlier this month at the age of 71 after a visit to Ukraine.
Still ahead, a Connecticut pasta maker is growing. Why demand for fresh pasta and cooking classes is driving a big expansion.
Also ahead, oil prices are falling. We'll tell you what's driving the decline and what it could mean for drivers at the pump. Stay with us.